I was. My chest felt tight. I didn't know what to do, but I just kept pushing through. Little did I know, I went through an 8-hour panic attack. One of my clients first came to me talking about having consistent stress, anxiety, not knowing how to shake it. He was used to being a high achiever, pushing through. He would solve pretty much all of his problems by just kind of charge forward, willpower, discipline, and he would, be able to get through a lot of things in his life using this methodology. But one day he went to work, he started everything that he had to do that day, and he just felt this tightness in his chest. And, a little stress, maybe something was bothering him. He didn't really know, but it lasted the entire day. 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours of this tightness in his chest, shortness of breath. I mean, he was beginning to get really worried. He really didn't know how long that he could live like this. A lot of people, especially a lot of high achievers, professionals, people who are trying to grind their way to a better life, to get their family to a better situation. When you have this level of ambition, you try to solve every problem by just charging forward, by steamrolling your way through. But I'm here to tell you, that's not always going to work. What my client actually was experiencing was an 8-hour panic attack. And it started to happen to him every single time that he clocked into work. Every single time. Imagine you're at your desk, you're at your job, and you start to have a panic attack the second you get through the door. That's just no way to live. You may not be going through something exactly as intense as that, but when you try to deal with chronic stress and anxiety by just pushing through, not doing anything besides that to deal with it, it's not just going to go away. You can't ignore these emotions. You can't ignore the signaling. Your body is sending you a signal with stress, with anxiety, with overthinking. It's telling you that something's wrong. And a lot of times when you try to push through and ignore it, short term, you might be able to get through the day. You might be able to get through the week. But if you keep going at it like that, you keep not addressing the root of what's going on, it's going to get considerably worse. It's going to start affecting your health. It's going to start affecting your relationships. It's going to start affecting your family. It's going to start affecting everything in your life. Your quality of work's going to decline. These are not things that you can just ignore. Too many times that I see men and women alike who are used to climbing their way through professionally, they just want to push through and become the best versions of themselves in that realm. They just totally ignore the mental and emotional portion of things. And I'm here to tell you right now, that's the exact place that you need to address. There's only so much that you can do to get productivity hacks. There's only so much you can optimize your time. How many more years do you want to say, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to, address my mental health, my emotional health. Stress and anxiety, they're just part of the deal. I'll be okay. Next vacation, I'll deal with it. But as it keeps building up, you can't turn it off. Soon enough, your body's going to take over. These physiological responses are going to start really impacting you and sidetracking you from the success and the progress that you want to make. So one of the things that I worked with my client on was we had to totally revamp his self-care and his recovery, because he was not taking care of himself to the level that he needed to. And we needed to understand what was really going on. What was the root of this stress, the panic? Like, why were we so anxious and having this high level of panic the second he walked into work? Because that is not sustainable whatsoever. It doesn't matter what level of professional success you have. If you're having a panic attack, if you're stressed out beyond belief, like, I don't have to tell you that all the studies that what chronic stress does to the body over time. You gain weight, you don't sleep well, you age quicker, you're more irritable. I mean, I think anyone can relate to being so stressed out and so anxious about things. And you come home and your husband or wife greets you or wants to say something to you, and you're just in a bad mood. And then it leads to a fight. Or your kid comes up to you and they just, daddy, mommy, like, they just want your attention, but you're so stressed out, you're so exhausted from dealing with this anxiety and stress every single day. You're a shell of yourself. You're not living the life that you should be living. I mean, what good is a high-level professional success if you can't even enjoy it? If the relationships that you've spent years creating and cultivating are the ones that are being hurt by this, what are you actually doing all this for? And if every day is a struggle that you dread, you're so stressed, you're so anxious, you can't escape this level of dread every single day, is this really worth it? Is it really worth it? My client, he came to me and, we were able to, get him to not have these panic attacks, to not have this level of stress and anxiety every single day. And now he's absolutely killing it in his realm. He ended up switching his position to a different field, and he takes care of himself so much better, and all of his relationships in his life are tenfold improved. And I just want to challenge you to look at your own life. What are you letting affect your health, your peace of mind, your relationships in terms of stress, anxiety, overthinking, self-doubt, dreading things that you have to do? If you have levels of burnout that you're just trying to push through, I want to challenge you to actually address these things, because they're not going away. I'm here to tell you they're not going away. And you can choose to keep pushing ahead and find out the hard way, or you can start making some changes, or you can ask for help. This is what I like to do for my clients, is provide that help, provide that guidance, using our process, using our method to address every aspect of their life to improve their mental and emotional health, so they can be more effective in professional life, they can be more available personally in their relationships, and they can have better peace of mind. I don't want you to end up like my client and so many people that I talk to that let their stress and anxiety and burnout get to the point where it was almost the point of no return. So I'm imploring you to take action, as well as start addressing these areas, because it's your health, it's your life, and you deserve to enjoy your success. It shouldn't feel like a burden. If you want our help to help you relieve your stress, anxiety, overthinking, and burnout, you can click the link in the description and schedule a call. And without further ado, hope y'all have a good one.